What would it mean to you to have the ability to be yourself in a world that tells you who you should be? We all come into this life so full of genius, and somewhere along the way, well-meaning people take a look at us and figure out who we should be and slowly begin to mold us into that form. Fortunately for me, I had a saving grace. When I was about 5 years old, I remember looking over my grandmother's garden and greeting the sunrise. I held my head up to the sun like a flower receiving radiant energy. In this moment, it was put into my heart that I was a flower, like all the others in the garden. I am a flower, and so are you, dear friend. Additionally, as flowers, we are all lovely in our own way and different. Inasmuch as I am a flower, I can appreciate the strength, intelligence, and beauty of other flowers. Dear flower, begin to cherish yourself. Because on your journey toward prosperity, you will encounter many obstacles. These barriers are life's attempt to see how badly you want that which you are pursuing. The road to your dream may at some point become long and lonely. You may discover that you are your only cheerleader, and that's okay. By all means, be your greatest cheerleader. How do we change this? How do we become our biggest cheerleaders? We start by letting go of the negative baggage of the past. We start by remembering that we have a purpose in life and that it is our duty to find out what we have to contribute to society. We start by replacing the negative self-talk with positive self-talk. We say to ourselves, I can do this. We interrupt and say, I will do it. We start by being as kind to ourselves in private as we are to others in public. We start by appreciating our best qualities and accepting our flaws, knowing that we are a work in progress, trying to improve one day at a time. We start by reading positive quotes every day or having a positive affirmation. We start by reading and listening to a motivational message every day until we are motivated. There is no time to point fingers. We need to meditate and or pray, journal, and get psychological help or do whatever is necessary to let it go. Others only have the power that we give them. This is the baggage we can no longer carry. It is too heavy and it's too expensive. This vlog is only the starting point. It is up to each of us to do the heavy lifting. There is no way to effect change without effort. The moment we begin to make positive changes, we run into roadblocks. These hurdles are there to see what we're made of, to see how high we're willing to jump. If you feel uncomfortable making these changes, that's okay. It's called imposter syndrome, whereas we feel that we don't belong in an area that we choose. Years ago, I applied to seminary, and when I got there, I was really happy about it. But I was certain that any minute someone was going to come tap me on the shoulder and said, oh, no, you don't belong there. And this was reinforced when I was in a class and we were asked where we meet God. And everybody went around and talked about, well, this part of the scripture or this part of church. And I said, on the beach. And this nice, sweet young lady attacked me. It's like, wow, is that Christianity? After that, it took me a while to find my bearing and figure out where I really do belong or how I can best serve God. So, also during this period, I was working in hospice ministry, and I figured out at the end of life that people regret those things that they don't do. So, I thought long and hard, and I realized the one thing in life I would regret is not being a writer. So, I left seminary and I became a writer. And even with that, I still felt issues of impostership. It took me a while to give myself permission to say I'm a writer or even to feel like a writer. You see, I felt called to do something with my life. And since my BA was in religious studies, I just went on to seminary. I didn't take the time to listen to my true voice. And until you start listening to yourself, you'll always feel as if someone is going to come and tap you on the shoulder and tell you that you don't belong. But because it's not about where you are, it's about who you are. You have to have the courage to be yourself, no matter what the setting. And that's not to say you will necessarily fit in. Some of us are meant to have our own orbit in the universe, but it does mean that you need to become comfortable in your own skin, that you have to love yourself no matter what. So here's a 3-step process to get over or at least get through imposter syndrome. Number 1, ask yourself, who am I? I mean, really stop and take a moment and ask yourself, who am I? And listen for the answer. Pascal says, all man's misery derives from the fact that we can't sit alone in a quiet room with ourselves. You have to get to know yourself, and that is not a one-time deal because who you are will change every 7 to 10 years. Take the time to start loving and appreciating yourself. Give yourself permission to freely be you. And check out our video, 12 questions to ask yourself. Give yourself at least 30 minutes to sit down and do this exercise. You'll find it beneficial. I still do it all the time. Number 2 is to get grounded. Make sure to be present for your life. Because after you turn 40, the years start going by in the blink of an eye. My morning routine includes meditation, prayer, and dedicated moments just for being present. And additionally, at 10:30 a.m. every single morning, I have a gratitude clock set on my alarm. And I take this time to stop, take a deep breath, be present and full of gratitude. This small thing anchors me and fills me up so I can go through the rest of my day. Number 3, get comfortable with ambiguity. Dictionary.com defines ambiguity as doubtless and uncertainty of meaning or intention. In the world where we sometimes lack understanding of who we are and what's going on around us. Um, that feeling of being lost or detached? It's a vague emptiness that you can't put a name to. But you have to be comfortable with ambiguity, with not knowing, because there's just so much in this world that you're just never going to know. And that's just part of life. There's just so much in life we'll never know. Life is full of questions. So we have to stay curious because people learn new things and do the impossible every single day. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace and blessings to you all.